chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosate that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139. This is Alex Jones for InfoWarsLife.com. The latest in preparedness is now here. An electrically stabilized colloidal silver solution that can be added to both your home cabinet and preparedness pack alike. Concentrated to 30 parts per million in what has been dubbed the survival silver solution. The new InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver is the answer for you and your family. And it's entirely free of toxic artificial additives that are loaded into many products. The InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Silver is so powerful that it is concentrated into a 2-ounce bottle and is not recommended for extended continual use. This is not a low-grade formula. We are working with one of the top laboratory manufacturers in the United States to bring you the best form of colloidal silver using electrical processes within a base of deionized water for your preparedness storage or your home kitchen. Purchase your bottle of InfoWarsLife.com Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver today and find other amazing supplements at InfoWarsLife.com. Hi folks, Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
We are on the march. The empire is on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
We're living on the edge. We're living on the edge of the globalists using the Democratic Party and other socialists at total collectivization with the elite above the law exempt from the hell world they create. On the front page of Infowars.com, there's a graphic with a quote by Glenn Greenwald, who I would call a real liberal. I mean, compared to these people, he's not a fascist. Saying, quote, she's surrounded by all these sleazy money types who are just corrupting everything everywhere, but she's going to be the first female president, and women in America are going to be completely invested in her candidacy. And he goes on in the article that Paul Watson wrote about to say that if you criticize her, it'll be misogynistic. This is the dumbing down. And I covered this, and after Joel leaves us after we play the trailer and get into some other issues, where all over the country, at Dartmouth and you name it, they're banning taco bars that the different campus groups put on, because what's cheap and easy and tastes good and everybody likes tacos. Gosh, I mean, I probably eat 80% Mexican food. It's unbelievable. It's not because I'm racist. I grew up in Texas. I love it. It's really good food. The point is that, you know, if you have a toga party at your university, it's not because you're against Greeks. Or if you have a fiesta, it's because it's a party. Now, we know that, but they want to set the precedent where they can ban anything and everything they want to. And then they dictate. So they're now saying the word bossy. It needs to be banned because it is a connotation to women. No, it's not. But if they can ban the word bossy, folks, they can do anything. And if they can ban now universities all over the country, because one person complains per university that I don't like this particular fraternity or school group having a fiesta out at their pool, what, can I not have a Hawaiian party? I've put on Hawaiian parties back when we had a house with a pool. Have 10, 15 friends come over, grill stuff, make it Hawaiian style, have a little tiki torches and Hawaiian stuff. I mean, wear a Hawaiian shirt. I mean, it's not against Hawaiians. It's like we're imagining we're in Hawaii. And I know you know that, but people say these dumb liberals, they're just idiots wanting to ban fiestas. No, they're not dumb. They're taking over. And they're doing it with fake moral high ground. We're going to play his trailer and go back to Joel Gilbert here in just a moment. Keep him just until about 45 after, then I've got to get to this Leanne McAdoo report on the fiestas, should they be banned. The answer is, of course, ban them all. They're very racist. Everything's racist if the government says so. Please remember this broadcast is listener supported. We have great sponsors like MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex to find their best specials. And they've got a lot of other great preparedness items, and they've got great customer service. If you don't have storable foods in times like this when they want you dependent, I think you're crazy. MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. Check them out today. Also, InfoWarsLife.com is a subsection of InfoWarsStore.com. But if you type in InfoWarsLife.com, one word, it will take you right to the subsection that has the fluoride shield, nascent iodine with 5 other chelating detoxifiers. Amazing. The Super Male Vitality that blocks estrogen mimickers and helps your glands release the hormones that would normally be there, but the estrogen mimickers are blocking it. The fluoride shield, the silver bullet, proprietary supercharged colloidal silver. We've got the lung cleanse. We've got the Wake Up America coffee that I think is the best coffee out there, totally organic from southern Mexico and the volcanic high mountains there of Chiapas. It's all there at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com. The best water filters, the best selection of non-GMO, open-air, non-hybrid seeds. InfoWarsStore.com. Free market. Free association, not taking your money like NPR and using it against you, not taking stimulus money like MSNBC and using it against you. We're here in the face of the enemy going in the info war, and we need your support with all the shortwave radios and all the other preparedness items and the InfoWars magazine in bulk at cost. All of it is key to the info war, available at InfoWarsStore.com or 888-253-3139. Now, I want to finish up talking with Joel Gilbert about where he thinks we are in this fight against the establishment and where this is going, because the so-called progressive communists, they are the establishment now. And they're just stealing everything in sight, total criminal force, with the Republicans bought off and controlled by them at the top, working to kill the Tea Party with Boehner and keeping Obamacare in place because there's corporate interests above this that want to use the communist system as their model of control, just like the big banks use communist China to have their people, billion-plus as slaves. But here is the trailer for the film coming out in a few months, Joel Gilbert's new documentary, Dealing with Utopia. There's no place like Utopia. Here it is. Marching down the yellow brick road.
Oh, we're glad you landed in Oz. We've got a wizard here. He can solve your problems.
Because he's special.
You can keep your doctor. You can keep your plan.
People on welfare assistance here mostly?
That's the whole city.
We're going to replace capitalism with socialism. To remake the world as it should be.
Utopia. It's the kingdom of heaven on earth. That's what they believe.
Everything is boarded up.
We're just getting poorer, honestly.
There's no home left anymore. They're stuck in Oz. They never get home.
You got to survive in Detroit. It's about surviving.
Everybody who had been doing business legally wound up a criminal. They're turning a church into a mosque. Good to see they're obeying the laws here in Colorado. They're respecting the laws. Here comes the Secret Service.
We're not becoming a utopia. What I call it is the urban removal project.
Does it look the same?
No, not at all.
What is the demographic now at your high school?
It's 99% Hispanic.
Look after us first, our country people first.
I won't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I won't have to worry about paying my mortgage.
Did Obama pay for your mortgage? And did he pay for your gas?
Socialism is all negative. It can't bring to anything good.
I need you to keep hoping. I need you to keep on believing.
There's no place like Utopia. You can see the trailer up at Infowars.com. And we'll get the actual release date soon from Mr. Gilbert. I know it's going to be in theaters first. And I like his other films. You know, specifically, I'm not for the drug war, but also know that now they have weaponized weed that turns people into literal zombies. I mean, the marijuana, and I've been honest about this. I smoked a little bit of marijuana in high school. Never really liked it. And so I can speak to the power of it. When I'm out in California or in Colorado, I have smoked weaponized marijuana probably about once a year. And it's so strong, ladies and gentlemen, that 3 hits off of it, and I mean, you're definitely a different person. And I'm just being honest. People out there that are ultra-conservative and neurotic about it, he smokes marijuana. At least I told you I inhale as a test. They have police smoke it every year so they can tell the effects of it. Yeah, absolutely. Dan Rather took LSD to see what was happening. The point is that I will tell you it's very destructive. But I don't think we put everybody in prison because they're using it. But it doesn't mean I endorse George Soros saying give it to everybody. I mean, you smoke this stuff now, it's got to be 100 times stronger than the pot my parents were around in the 60s. And the marijuana, the so-called best marijuana that I would smoke, you know, maybe once a month or something in high school at a party or something, that I didn't like. I'm like, why did I smoke that again? I hate it. The stuff they got now is unbelievable. It's a hallucinogen, basically, where you don't even know who you are. And so there's that, you know, I want to know first, I mean, your angle on the drug wars. I haven't seen the film yet, obviously. And then when we talk about all the, you know, the fact that the country's being converted to Latin America, the point is those people in the demographics are voting socialist, and so soon it'll be game over. I would all be for Latin Americans pouring in if they were, you know, Ron Paul types. But it is a demographic thing. The Democrats brag. They'll get the guns. They'll get our kids. They're going to get everything because the Hispanic wave coming in, that's the majority in most states now, somehow has been sold that the Democrats love them. Joel Gilbert, you've got the floor for about 5 minutes. Where do you see all this going?
Okay, thanks a lot. I'll first comment on the issue of the marijuana legalization and the drug war. You're obviously referring to back in the 60s. There's a reason they called it grass, because it pretty much tasted like grass and wasn't all that effective. It was more recreational. The marijuana that's being sold today and legalized in Colorado is a very potent form, and it makes the reason for it, it makes the population a little more docile and makes them easier to enslave and dictate to. Anybody who's been to a high school reunion remembers that everybody who did a lot of pot in high school, that nothing became of them. They're still smoking pot, they're hanging around with their old friends and doing some menial job, because there really are detrimental effects of marijuana on youth, and it leads to a lot of negativity.
Statistically, it does. There are some type A personalities that would have had a heart attack if they didn't have it. There are some executive types who do use it, but under controlled circumstances, like you have a glass of scotch on Saturday night, they're not drinking scotch 12 hours a day.
Right. You might be okay, but there's a lot of things that are detrimental that they don't want to let you know about. They'd rather make it legal and then use that to their advantage. The game plan of the Democrat socialists is to use every issue, if it's climate change, if it's income inequality, anything they can do to agitate the public, they do that to polarize people and then use that discontent to take and keep power. Obama is a professional agitator. He started his career in Chicago as a community organizer. But the word organizer was simply a nice word that was a little more acceptable to the public.
It's really, he's a foundation-run Al Sharpton.
Right. His job was community